History isn't a straight line, it's a storm, where the fate of empires can flip in a single moment. Today we're uncovering the battlefield turning points that rewrote the future. These are moments where a single decision or act of bravery rippled through generations. We'll stand in the shoes of commanders and soldiers facing impossible choices. These are the fulcrums upon which history turned. 1777, Saratoga, American Revolution. The British Empire, the world's superpower, faces rebellion in its American colonies. The British plan, a pincer movement to cut New England off, led by General Burgoyne from Canada and General Howe from New York. But the American rabble proves anything but disorganized. Burgoyne's army crawls through brutal wilderness, harassed by colonists who master the terrain and ambush attacks. The Americans, led by Horatio Gates and the audacious Benedict Arnold, fight with new tactics. Arnold's aggressive assaults at Freeman's Farm and Bemis Heights shatter British lines. Burgoyne's army, surrounded and out of supplies, surrenders on October 17, 1777. The humiliation is immense for Britain, but the real shockwaves hit Paris. Saratoga convinces France the Americans can win. The French sign an alliance, bringing money, supplies, and their navy. The war becomes global, and the fate of the British in America is sealed. 1942. The Nazi blitzkrieg seems unstoppable, blitzing across Europe and now deep into the Soviet Union. Hitler's obsession, Stalingrad, a city on the Volga, becomes a symbol for both sides. The city is bombed to rubble, but the ruins become a fortress for Soviet defenders. Fighting devolves into a brutal rat war, room by room, street by street. The German Sixth Army is drawn in, bleeding away in the ruins. Meanwhile, Soviet Marshal Zhukov plans a bold counterattack. In November, Soviet forces smash through the weak German flanks, encircling the entire Sixth Army. Hitler refuses to allow retreat. The Nazi government can't supply the trapped troops. Starving and freezing, the Germans surrender in February 1943. The myth of German invincibility is shattered. The tide of war in the East turns. Belief sets in for the Allied nations. Germany is not unstoppable. 6 months after Pearl Harbor, Japan dominates the Pacific. Admiral Yamamoto plans to lure and destroy the US fleet at Midway, but American codebreakers, led by Commander Rochefort, crack enough of the Japanese code to see the trap. Admiral Nimitz gambles, sending his 3 carriers to ambush the Japanese. On June 4, 1942, the battle begins. American torpedo bombers are slaughtered, but their sacrifice draws Japanese fighters down. At that moment, American dive bombers strike. In 5 minutes, 3 Japanese carriers, Akagi Kagasoryu, are destroyed. Later, the last Japanese carrier, Hiryu, is sunk. Japan's naval power is broken. The road to Tokyo is open and the Americans have victory in their sight. The complete end of World War II is near. 1944, World War II. Europe is a fortress, but the Allies must invade. The Germans expect the attack at Pas-de-Calais. The Allies create Operation Fortitude, a phantom army, fake tanks, and General Patton as decoy. The real target, Normandy. On D-Day, June 6, 1944, the Allies land on 5 beaches. Fighting is brutal, especially at Omaha, but the German response is delayed. Hitler keeps his best troops near Calais, fooled by the deception. This delay lets the Allies secure the beachhead and break out. The Atlantic Wall is breached. The Allied forces break through the German stronghold of Europe. The liberation of Europe begins. These moments of audacity and genius didn't just win battles, they shaped our world. From clever traps to ghost armies, these turning points were the result of bold gambles and sharp minds. History is decided not by the biggest army, but by the sharpest mind. A different decision at any point could have changed everything. It's the interplay of strategy, intelligence, and luck that creates these pivotal moments. They are the hinges of history. Thanks for watching Fascinating War History. Subscribe for more.